Been some great stuff so far. So I think we're about at the halfway point. Is there anybody that is not reading a poem that we have left? Gavin? Is it
Gavin, are you going to read? Yay!
Gavin, what are you doing?
He's flash fiction.
Sure. He's flashing?
It's
no,
flash
Gavin,
fiction.
this is a reading. Come on now. That's crazy. Flash fiction? Let's hear it. Let's hear it for Gavin.
Gavin Johson.
Gavin Johson. Gavin Johson is from Albuquerque, and he is a champion bird caller. That's all that I know about him. Maybe
So, Kathy and Jay have been bugging me to read for a really long time, and I don't really do creative writing stuff because most of the time when I write stuff it sounds like I'm a little bitch. So I don't do that very often. I save that for Facebook. But this is something that came out of a trip that I took about a year ago and an image I saw, and I had this image stuck in my head for a really long time. And I don't know quite what to do with this, if I should extend it or just leave it kind of as this flash fiction, as Kathy likes to call it.
What's like isn't it like a page long?
It's not even a page
Well,
long.
that's flash fiction.
So I'll let y'all listen to this and hopefully get some feedback. It's called If It Hadn't Been for Love. Black plastic garbage bags twisted in the wind as the dirty white pickup trucks bed down the empty highway. I can't read.
You're reading from your phone. That's why.
I know. The truck was a single cab 1997 Chevy with mud splattered across the bottom. Some little prick scribbled, "Wash me," in the thick layer of dust covering the rear view window. It hadn't rained in 2 months, and the ground was breaking. Inside the truck was a girl. She looked like a woman, only 23 years old, and a tangled mess of hair on her head was bleached with cheap Walmart blonde, and it was turning slightly orange. Her hair, her white wife beater, and her Virginia Slim hanging out of her mouth made her look like she was a tired stripper from Wichita. She was blasting the steel drivers if it hadn't been for love and speeding down the darkened highway at 83 miles per hour. The speed limit was 45. 3 hours and 2 packs of cigarettes later, the blonde reached her destination. She drove up the hill and behind a small house. She jumped out the dirty truck, radio still blaring. It didn't matter how loud she was because she was alone. No living soul for miles. No one but her and a full moon. She grabbed her shovel and pulled the black bags out of the bed of the truck. After dragging the bag into the pine trees, she began digging. She dug slowly with the cigarette hanging from her lips. When she was done, she kicked the bag into the hole, doused it with gasoline, and flicked her cigarette into the hole. All at once, the bag burst into flames. The black plastic melted into black tar. By sunrise, the fire had subsided, and she began to fill the hole with dirt. She hiked back through the pine forest, threw the shovel in the Chevy, and drove off. It rained the entire 3-hour drive home.
Ooh.